Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go.
First play of the game, first throw of the game. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Let's go now.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a third down and 4. They'll throw out of the gun. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on fourth down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. They'll run here with Patterson. And this will be a Cardinals first down as he gets this up to the 42.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. It was Cam Taylor-Britt with the tackle. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Third down, 3 to go. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He finds Judy on that one. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Ready, set.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He slings it over the middle, and it is caught.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
79 Broncos. Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. That one into the hands of Atwell. He will go all the way. Toot-toot Atwell. Touchdown, Seattle. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around. but it falls incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, here's a run by Charbonnet. The Seahawks sending out their punt team. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Open man is Marvin. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Seahawks scoop it up. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stick with him again, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
But the defense quick to read this. They bust in, drop him before he could take that shot downfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. He's still on his feet. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
What did he tell us during the week, Mike? He says, I want to get more involved in the passing game. And I'll tell you what, I can understand why he feels that way. I mean, to take that intermediate throw and turn it into a big explosive play, they got to continue to get that guy the ball.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll go down, back at the 4. Third and goal. Throwing now from the gun. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now, faking the give. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run here right side, and it's Charbonnet. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
He'll try to run for it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Hawks 70, Hawks 70. 18 runs, 18 runs.
That's to Atwell. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Seahawks are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. to throw here to begin the drive. A toss left side caught by his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That caught by Davis. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. Open man is Davis. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll find Harrison working across the field. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Davis heading in motion. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. They'll throw out of the gun. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play. They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the air one more time. They'll get this out wide to Harrison. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now, this looks like a design run, and he's going to have a Cards first. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. Now, this time, he'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Cardinals are back within 4. It's 21-17. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going for it all. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls.
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of L. And now he loses the football. So we have reached halftime, and it's a 4-point game as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And the defense all over this one. They knock them down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do them any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That is brought in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Seahawks 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, set. Set, go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion. Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, like sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Set, go.
Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Seattle.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. That one to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one.
Hold the ready.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. They pick up 27 and convert on 4th down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And he winds up dancing and spinning out of a tackle. Winds up getting 8 yards on that one. Good run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, set.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The offense is out there. 4th and inches.
Come 19, ready, go.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down.
4th and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the 1st down, and keeps this drive alive.
And he's going to lose yardage on this play. They knock him back to the midfield stripe.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. Mike, I have to be honest, when offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
The extra point is up and through. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Complete to Marvin Harrison Jr. A gain of 34 yards. 1st down, Arizona.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll look to throw. Right back to Harrison. He's got him again.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot, keep him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the top, he's got it. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cart. Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
His kick is good. Next to score, Cardinals 31, Seahawks 28.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. That's to the right side and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. You know what? Calls the play, he breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown. He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
A loss of 1 brings up third down.
Big play coming up. This is third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Going to go off tackle this time to the left. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll stay on the ground. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
He's going to keep this again. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. That one is complete to McBride. And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game.
Seahawks 28.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Now, a big 3rd down.
Set.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Now Seattle will use the final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Ready? 79 Bronco. Go.
He'll look deep, left sideline.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Fourth down.
Here we go.
Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. No chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the